live here at Yost Ice Arena, Michigan, taking on Michigan Tech Huskies. Danny Ryan here alongside Willie Benjamin. Willie, a tough interstate matchup today. What do you expect from the Wolverines and the Huskies?
I'm thinking that the Wolverines are going to come out on top tonight. You know, coming off a big 2 games of wins. They got Hayden Levine tonight, who's coming off of a big shutout. The big question is if that scoring's going to show up tonight.
A gritty Michigan Tech team. It's going to be skill versus grit today. It will be interesting to see if Michigan's going to be flying, if the puck's going to find the back of the net. Interesting about Levine. 2 weeks ago, he was the second star of the week in the entire Big Ten. Big expectations for the freshman coming out of the gate.
Coming up with 2 big freshman goalies this year that have played very well. Levine gets the nod tonight after the big shutout last weekend. Let's see how he does tonight.
Goaltending been a question mark for the Wolverines last couple years. Maybe a strength this year. LaFontaine, Levine, and Nagelvort can all roll with them. Be interesting to see how Red plays it every night. Moments away from puck drop right here. Jake Slaker going up against Michael Neville. A tie-up. Skirmish in front. And the puck goes down in the Michigan zone. Get it to Alex Kyle, the captain. Gonna get it up to Will Lockwood, who's gonna gain the Michigan Tech zone. Deflected by number 22, Shane Hanna. Puck bounce around in net. DeYoung's gonna get it from the point, fires a shot on net. Deflected away by Caro. Kyle gaining the puck in the corner. Working around low. Saccone's gonna pinch into the corner to try and get the puck. A skirmish between Saccone and a few Huskies and Caro. Puck's going to bounce out in front and Caro's going to cover it. Michigan getting the puck down low quick. That first line of Slaker, Lockwood, and Kyle. Interesting to see 2 freshmen playing with Kyle, the senior captain.
Definitely is. Michigan with some good presence there in the beginning. Let's see how it adds up.
Brendan Warren, the sophomore center, taking the draw here. He's going to win it back, but it's going to be stolen by the Huskies. Alex Gillies is going to get it in deep for him. Nicholas Boca going to be around. Fires around to the point. Shot from the point deflected. Brendan Warren coming down. He's going to gain the line with 2. Pull up and stop. Fires a shot that goes right through the legs of James Sanchez. Huskies coming back the other way now. That's Gillies again. Collecting the puck behind the net now. Stolen away. Number 6, Sam Piazza, the leading goal scorer for the Wolverines, is going to hold it and flip it out and down the ice. Huskies gather now, trying to gain the zone. Dexter Dank steals it away. Wolverines got numbers the other way. Fires in front, Evan Allen deflected away. Looks out in the Huskies' corner for a fight for it. Deflects out to Danks, who recollects it to Piazza. Luke Martin, actually, in the neutral zone. Now Danks gets it, trying to carry in the neutral zone. Luke Martin's got it. Wolverines on a rush. Fires it in around the corner. Danks collects in the Tech corner. Number 5, Mitch Renke collects it for him. Max Short fires one that's actually going to get deflected away. Kevin Lohan on the pinch. And the Huskies come back in zone. Fires a shot on Levine. Levine didn't know where the puck was. Deflected into the corner. Luckily, no Huskies could get to it. Evan Allen now is going to flip it to Luke Martin, who dumps it to Danks, who tips it in down for a change. Ock coming up now for the Huskies. Gaining the zone, he's going to flip it. And just go down to DeYoung, who's going to collect it behind the Michigan net. Flip up to Cutler Martin. Cutler Martin been playing on the 4th line today, the senior. Brings some experience down there. DeYoung's going to collect it in the Michigan zone. Circles around and flips it out to Saccone. Cutler Martin leaves the puck for no one as the Huskies reconvene and collect it in their own zone. Lebinger is going to get it, rips a shot just wide. DeYoung collects it behind and gets it to Saccone again. Flipping it up. Oh, absolutely taken by the Huskies. Good pressure in the corner from the Huskies. Neville on the puck. Pastujov. Player collects it to Nick Porikos. Number 7, Reed Sturos, going to get the puck deflected. Ooh, a hairless pass was actually found its way to the net, but luckily goes wide of Levine. Kyle now collecting the puck, trying to get the puck out of the zone for the Wolverines. Huskies showing good momentum so far. Good puck front presence, getting it into the zone. Number 4, Dane Burks collects it. Fires it to Heinonen. And Boca collects it in the Michigan zone. Deflecting off the glass. Watson barely misses it. Almost kept it in. Offsides call at 6:27 in the first period. 0-0 right now. 3 shots for the Wolverines. 0 for the Huskies, but the Huskies showing some pressure in the offensive zone early.
Yeah, the Wolverines started off pretty great first couple of minutes. It's been the Huskies since then, though.
Face off now. Huskies. Ox going to dump it in down low. Wraps around to Gillies, and the puck just misses it. Puck wraps around to the neutral zone. Lucchini for the Huskies. Skirmish in the middle of the neutral zone, and it flips over to Sam Piazza. Across the ice to Nicholas Boca. Flips it to Tony Calderon, who deflects it down low. James Sanchez collecting the puck in the Husky zone. Oh, Sanchez was rocked hard, but the Huskies carry the puck back up. That's number 15, Jake Lucchini again, to Auk. Puck barely front. Good play by Boca as Levine gets into it with number 28, Brent Baltus. Levine gave him an extra shot, too. The freshman showing some aggression. I like to see it. Penalty coming up for the Huskies. Gets an extra little slash there as Baltus will be going off to the box. It's looking like 2 minutes. Goaltender interference. Michigan power play here at 15:39 in the first period.
Baltus really went in there hard, gave Levine an extra shot after the whistle.
Crashed up and Levine giving it back to him, the freshman.
Levine caught him with one after. You don't want those freshman goalies taking hits like that this early in the game. Maybe the Huskies are just trying to get in Michigan's head early. Unfortunately, they got a penalty right now, so let's see how this Michigan power play does.
6'1" senior going into the 6'3" freshman. I'll take the freshman on that one. Jake Slaker on the draw right now as the first power play unit's out. For the puck flipped to Piazza, leading goal scorer again. Him and Kyle are on the point. Piazza winds up, fakes. Kyle with the shot that's blocked. Kyle again, another shot that's blocked as the Huskies clear the puck down there. Kyle not afraid to shoot. Good to see on the point, power play point, 2 guys that aren't afraid to throw it at the net. Piazza gains it, and he flips it to number 13. Carries the ice right now. That was Calderon. Huskies gain it and flip it around. It's going to make its way out. 1:26 left on the power play. Nothing going so far for the Wolverines. Alex Kyle ripping around in the Wolverine zone, looking for an outlet pass. Decides to dump it back down to Sam Piazza. Piazza gaining up the ice. Looking for an outlet pass. Oh, careless pass in the neutral zone, deflected by the Huskies. That's number 9. Chris Gary, the freshman, deflecting that for the Huskies. As Piazza's got to regroup in his own zone. Having a hard time with that as Dylan Stremmen tries to cut in front of the net, but Brendan Warren lays the wood on him. Wolverines got the puck in their own zone. Warren circles back. Pressure of the Huskies is off as they go for the change. Warren gains the neutral zone. Looks to find Tony Calderon. Holds the puck in the Huskies' corner. Wolverines trying to gain some momentum on the power play. They've been missing. He's going to flip it to number 15, Evan Allen. He's going to lose it, and unfortunately the Huskies are going to send it back down the other way. 30 seconds left on the power play. Michigan still can't get anything after that opening draw. You like to see them set something up here and get some net front presence. Number 11, Brendan Warren again coming through. Warren's pass again taken. Deflecting puck. Cutler Martin decides not to pinch as the Huskies are going to get the puck again and come down the other way. Gillies with a shot that's going to go out, just miss, and goes all the way around as Roy collects it and sends it over to Hannah. Huskies send it back down again, which does it for the power play, back to even strength. 13:36 back on the clock as Pastajov sends it down in as Short goes chasing. Short chasing after Burks, who clears and wins the battle, but cuts it up. Luckily, big hit by Cutler Martin on Heinonen. Luckily, the Huskies get it out, and it's going down the other way for an icing. 13:18 in the first period. Huskies, good penalty kill right there. Right off the first draw, it looks like Michigan was able to set something up.
Michigan a couple great backside chances at the beginning. Both get blocked, and then the Huskies control the rest of the power play.
Huskies were really clogging the lane on that. They were looking for the block shot. Short here on the faceoff. He's going to lose it as Burks fires it around, but kept in by DeYoung. That's Cutler Martin going in to pinch. He's going to get it to Short. Get it back to Martin in the corner. Wolverines doing a lot of work down low today. Short going chasing on the Huskies' defense. He wins the puck and fires it back down. Cutler Martin now getting back in there, trying to get on the captain, Cliff Watson, for the Huskies. Huskies getting it out, try and fire it, but deflected out of play. Puck's going to go all the way back down into the Husky zone. Michigan will be coming up with a great opportunity for an offensive zone faceoff right here.
We'll see if Michigan can get something going on the offense. They've sort of stalled even with that power play. It seems like they may have lost a little bit of momentum there. Back to the power play. They're now 1-7 on the season. So they really got to be working on getting some more. They weren't getting that traffic or the shots to the net there. They really struggled at get it in over the blue line and keep it in the zone.
First power play unit that is looking for a new identity. Kyle Connor, JT Comfer, Tyler Mott all leaving. Who's going to be the guy this year? You got to look to Kyle. Red Berenson said earlier in the year he's looking for the seniors to step up. Kyle's the biggest goal scorer returning for the senior class. We'll have to see if he can step up on the power play. Michigan's been working a lot down low so far, I've noticed. You like to see them maybe bring it back up to the points and use their shots to get some presence on that. 12:50, we're going back into the Husky zone. Will Lockwood on the draw. He's going to win it back to Kyle, who's going to fire it wide. But Boca's there to pinch in and get the puck back down low. Lockwood on the chase. Huskies controlling the puck down low. That's going to be Neville. Neville 25 is going to flip it up to Sturos, who gets it out of the zone. Neutral zone gaining. Jake Slater, the freshman, gets it back to Boca, the Minnesota Wild prospect, who fires it to Piazza, who just misses it, and throws it in the neutral zone and finds its way into the Husky zone once again. Lockwood on the chase right now. Mark Ock gets it up to Heinonen. Heinenen's carrying into the Michigan zone. Shot! Deflected away by Levine. Alex Kyle without a stick. He's got to find a way to play it. Elects to let Piazza make a play on it. Puck bounces back to Boca. Gains of the Michigan blue line. Fires it up just to get some time on his hands. It goes into the Husky zone. Puck bouncing around. It's going to find its way to Lockwood. Has the puck stolen by Matt Roy. Jake Lucchini's going to find a way. Deflected away from Roy again. Roy tried to throw it in front of the net. Huskies gaining. Fires a shot that's just wide. Matt Roy throws it back in again. Great hit down low. Fires it up. Oh, looking for a pass, and then Brendan Warren's going to have to regain the puck. Gillies again on the play. Gains it from, fires it in front, but just misses. Brendan Warren got a stick on it, making sure Lucchini couldn't get any wood on it. Cutler Martin's going to guard him. 29 for the Huskies, got it. Getting back to the point for Roy. He's looking for a blast. Fires it across. Kyle deflecting a shot for a change to make up for it. Interference call calling up here on Luke Martin. Didn't play the puck as he held up Jake Lucchini. Lucchini has been buzzing around the net so far. The third line center, the sophomore, getting some good chances.
Yeah, Michigan Tech really holding the zone there, and sometimes when you're in the zone for that long, the defensive team ends up taking a penalty like that. Michigan may be a little frustrated, not able to get the puck, make a breakout. We'll see how the kill does right now.
Michigan's penalty coming up. We got Max Short and James Sanchez up front. On the back end, we got Zucchini and DeYoung. Puck back to the point now for the Huskies. They're working at 22, making a great play, getting it down low. It's 22 Shane Hanna, the starting defenseman, playing well. The puck's going to come around to Alex Smith, the freshman. One of three freshmen on this Husky roster. Puck's going to find its way to Sanchez, who's going to have time to clear. He's going to game the zone with Short. This elects to dump it down low, as Renke's going to gain below and give it to Hanna for the Huskies to start their attack coming the other way. Finds Renke. Renke is going to get it down low. Sturos on the attack. Puck held in by Renke again. Sturos going to be down low. Gains the puck behind the net. Oh, throws one out front, but deflected away by Boca. Puck gets back to Renke at the point for a blast to tip. Barely deflected away. Sturos couldn't get a final handle on it. Would have been a surefire goal. Levine standing tall in net. Renke again with the puck. Gets it down low to Sturos. Sturos fires it out front. Puck deflected on net, but Levine deflects it away. In the corner now is Martin in a skirmish with a few Huskies. Gets it out to Boca. And eventually Brendan Warren is going to carelessly ice it down the net. 44 seconds left on the power penalty kill for the Wolverines. 9:48 left in the period as the Huskies start their attack the other way. Mark Ock, ooh, a dangerous outlet pass to Joel L'Esperance that could have been a breakaway. Ock's going to collect it just outside the Michigan zone. Fires it in to Jake Lucchini again, who's going to gain the zone but have it stripped away by DeYoung, who is in return going to have it stripped away by L'Esperance. Big battle on the corners now as Baltus gains the puck. Behind the net, looking for someone to feed to. He's got no one in front. Goes to the point now for Roy, across to Auk. Auk fires a shot just wide. Levine didn't see it, but no goal there for the Huskies. Puck out of play right now. Even strength. Wolverines just beat the clock. Even strength. Puck's going to be coming out of the zone too.
Michigan Tech was buzzing there at the end of that power play. Pucks to the net, bodies in front of the net. Levine comes up with a couple big saves there, and some Michigan Tech players missed some fairly open shots. Michigan's a little lucky they got away with that one.
A lot of traffic in net by the Huskies worth mentioning. Levine, I don't think he saw a few of those.
No, definitely not. Tech has big guys in front of the net. They're also spreading it out well around the net. They've got some open passes in front. They have the option to throw to a defenseman for a screen shot, and that has been working really well for them, especially on that power.
Michigan's been doing more of a dump and chase mentality. We noticed from the Huskies so far, they're carrying the puck down low and trying to cycle it. Could be working in their favor. They are working behind the net as well, but they've been getting the point play in it as well. I thought a few Huskies that looked great on the last couple of shifts were Lucchini and Hanna. Hanna on the defense, not afraid to step up and have a big shot there.
Lucchini's been all over the place tonight, not just on the power play. He's been buzzing, taking the puck in through the zone. He's been hard for Michigan to deal with thus far. Gotten a couple solid shots in the slot.
I apologize for earlier. The puck is actually going to be in the Michigan zone, so they're still on the defense. No penalty kill anymore. Jake Stemmen and Nick Pastajoff will be on the draw right now. Fourth line going out there for the Wolverines. Trying to work it down low and win this draw and get it out, but it's going to be Stemmen who's going to win it back, but there's going to be a stolen by Tony Calderon, who's going to ice it down, and Watson will carry it back in the Husky zone. Huskies score a big hit down in the corner as Calderon just gave it to Jackson. Puck's going to find its way to Pastajoff, who's going to be in a skirmish down low again as Danks Calderon. And it gets back to Lohan actually. Coming back to the point. Martin going to fire it. Almost missed Danks, but good play by Dylan Stamen for the Huskies. Huskies coming back down the other way and going to dump it down to Lohan, who's going to reconvene for the Michigan Wolverines. Changes for the Huskies as Lohan fires it down, just missing Danks' tape. We're going to have an icing coming back Wolverines' way. 8:24, scoreless first period so far. Michigan with 3 shots, Huskies only with 2, which is a little surprising to me, Will.
Yeah, they must have just missed the net on a few of them. There have been some tips that have gone to the outside, but Michigan Tech has definitely been dominating in Michigan's zone right now.
Michigan not able to change on there. Pastajoff still out in the draw, and he loses another one. Puck finds his way back to Roy, who's going to throw it to Levine. Deflects it into the corner. Regained by Alex Gillies, who loses at the blue line to Luke Martin, sorry. Roy's going to regain in the Husky zone, give it to Gillies, throw it down into the Wolverine zone, wrapped around. James Sanchez going to take a hit, but pay the price and get it out of the zone. Huskies regaining, just missing the tape of Roy on the inside pass. This is going to be reconvened by Evan Allen, the senior, carrying back up Michigan's way. Throws it out to the neutral zone. It's going to be taken away by Gillies. Don't know where Allen was really going with that pass, but it's going to be reconvened. Puck deflected back to no one except Nicholas Boca, who's going to be able to reconvene for the Wolverines and throw it in the Husky zone. Keno, whose name we haven't called a lot, collects behind the net and gives it back so the Huskies can start a rush the other way. Deflected up in it. Baltus with a shot on Levine, glove save.
Levine with a couple of big saves there in those last two shifts. Big shot from the point earlier that he turned aside. Didn't see much of it, but made the save. Also worth note, Sanchez, after that hit, did leave the ice looking a little bit shaken up. Hopefully we'll see him back here.
He took a big one, but he did get it out of the zone. We haven't been saying Caro's name a lot more Levine so far, and so far the freshman has stood tall. Back up on the draw. Jake Slaker in the first line of the Wolverines will try and win one in the defensive zone. They're going to lose it as the puck's going to go back to Auk, but Alex Kyle, great speed to be the first man to the puck, is actually going to win. Flip it to Lockwood, who's got time and space in the Husky zone, shot wide. Lockwood, one of the better freshmen on the team, looking for corner there. Saccone's going to collect it and give it back to Lockwood. In return to Slaker as they gain the zone. Lockwood's got another chance here. Beautiful move that is broken up by the Huskies defense. Freshman, got a lot of confidence so far, not afraid to dangle. DeJong's going to fire on net. Scores! Jake Slaker with the rebound. The freshman collected it. DeJong was going to throw it on net. Slaker right on the doorstep. See the Huskies deflect another shot. This one a little precarious as it goes right to the stick of Jake Slaker.
Jake Slaker, after a big 2-point game last Saturday, comes up with the first one tonight. DeJong with a great shot from the point, gets deflected, and Michigan knocks it in front of the net.
Slaker, the returning Big Ten first star of the week, picks up another one. Face off now. Going back into the Huskies zone, they'll reconvene behind their net. Jake Slaker coming up with his second goal of the year. Freshman from San Diego, California.
You don't get many hockey players from San Diego.
Yeah, you do. California, the state of hockey. That first line of Michigan featuring 2 freshmen and 1 senior, Alex Kyle. It's good to see some veteran leadership with 2 very skilled freshmen. Already mentioned Lockwood, now calling Slaker's name too. 6:40 in the first, 1-0 Michigan. Face off in the Husky zone. Going to be collected in the corner for a skirmish. Dexter Danks in on it, along with number 15, Evan Allen. Puck's going to deflect out. The Huskies gain control and flip it out. Jackson's going to get the puck. He's got some speed. He's coming out. He's got some room. Oh! Levine with the save on the rebound too. Hayden Levine standing tall on a great chance by the Michigan Tech Huskies. Piazza's going to corner in the corner and now grab it behind the net. He's going to try and flip it up to Evan Allen, but it's deflected away by Hayden. Danks now collecting the puck, trying to get it into the Husky zone as Smith collects it for the Huskies instead. Roy now deep in the Husky zone. Going to get it back down low. Fires it up. Oh, big hit in the open ice. Brendan Warren looking for another hit there as Tony Calderon's going to pick it up. Gets it down low as Roy picks it up. Careless pass is picked off by Warren. One-timer to the front to Calderon. Saved by Caro. Great shift here by Brendan Warren and the second line for the Wolverines. Puck coming down. Sanchez collects it in the Michigan zone. Flips it up. Deflected away as Sanchez picks it up again and gets it back to Mitch Renke. Mitch Renke fires away to Gillies, who's going to get tangled up with Warren again. Warren gets it down low as the Huskies have to regroup. Renke grabs it behind the net. He deflects it and it goes out of play. 5:10 the first, 1-0 Michigan Wolverines on the goal from Slaker. Michigan got a little bit of a pep in their step now.
Yeah, they do. Michigan with a great scoring chance again in front of the net, but this last shift, both goalies looking real strong.
Really impressed with the second line as well. Brendan Warren, great shift right there. He found Calderon in the slot, just couldn't put it home. Passage off now on the draw in the Husky zone. He's going to win it back to Cutler Martin, who's going to fire it in front, but it's deflected away by the Huskies. Huskies now with Jackson coming the other way. Lucchini again fires it on net, but Levine pats it away in the corner. Baltus collects it in the corner. Ciccone on him, fires it around to Lucchini, who's got DeJong on him. Passage off, collects it behind the net, looks for an outlet pass. Decides to get it up to Poricos. Collects around the net. Going to get it up to Gillies coming back. Flips it up to Ciccone, who carries it back in the Michigan zone. Martin gets it and deflects it all the way down into the Husky zone. Caro plays it, and the Huskies will regroup. Cliff Watson, now the captain, coming up the ice. He's got an outlet pass, looks for his defensive partner, Dane Burks, who's going to fire it down low as the Huskies chase. Slaker corrals it, gets it to Piazza behind the net, but puck's now on the net as Piazza flips it out back into the corner. Boca with Heinonen on him. Heinonen, sorry. He's going to get the puck, but it's going to bounce out to Kyle, who's going to get out the other way. Kyle up to Slaker. Slaker got some speed trying to fight through. Drew a penalty call in the way. Slaker showing some speed and aggression coming up the way. Hooking call coming on the Huskies. Wolverines at 3:57 are going to go on the power play.
Wolverines offense has been kicking up recently. Let's see if they can continue this onto the power play. That speed is really starting to get to Michigan Tech a bit. That Kyle line being able to burst through doesn't leave Tech with much chance but to hook them back.
You've got to wonder if the young Michigan team was a little bit sitting back to the Huskies' grit. And now that they've got their feet wet, they're going to try and go after him because this top six for the Wolverines has been absolutely flying the last 5 minutes or so.
See if Michigan can pick up their power play a little bit. Only 1 for 7 on the season. We'll see if they can get it started right here.
The penalty is going to be a hooking call to number 3, Matt Roy, a Michigan native for the Huskies. Puck's going to start on the right side of Caro, coming up right here. Slaker again on the draw. Danks on his right. Lockwood on his left. We have Kyle and Piazza on the point. Piazza's the hot hand. 3 goals in 3 games. Wonder if he can add another one from the point right here. Lockwood on the draw. Puck fired around. Deflect. Fortuitous bounce for the Huskies. It's going to find its way back down to Levine as Piazza has to gain it behind the net. Wolverines will try a breakout. Piazza carrying up himself. Worried up, looking for Slaker. He's going to find Slaker to gain the zone. Slaker leaves it for Danks, who's going to turn it right back to him into the corner, who loses the puck. Lockwood coming in hot, but he can't corral it. Piazza, though, gloves one down at the corner, puck across to Kyle at the point. Piazza collects the puck at the top of the key. Piazza with the puck. Throws back to Kyle, who's going to look down low to Danks. Danks back to Kyle with the shot, glove save, Caro. Danks gets it in the corner. Throws it back to Kyle at the point. Kyle got room, he's walking in. Fake shot that's deflected, looking for Danks there. It's going to go back to Kyle at the point. We'll see if he looks to pass or shoot. Pass again to Danks down low, working. Someone's in the net for the Wolverines. It's Will Lockwood as the Huskies clear back down to Levine. Lockwood got hit into the net there, making it a little bit harder for Danks to get any momentum. Piazza now gaining the puck again, carrying it up for the Wolverines. Fires it down, hard pass to Evan Allen, but he corrals it. He's going to get to Brendan Warren down low again, who's got 3 Huskies on him. 3 Wolverines as well to try to help him out. Allen, Calderon, and Warren working on the Huskies, trying to win this puck in the corner. 34 seconds left on the power play, 2:30 in the period. Puck's going to come back now to Luke Martin. Luke Martin's going to get back down to Evan Allen, who loses it. And the Huskies come back down again, flipping it up. He's got a chance. Pastajov's got to catch up to Stamen, who's going around the Michigan net. Cut off by Luke Martin. Stamen's going to get the puck again, though, in the neutral zone, circling back to the Husky zone. Throws it back. It doesn't get out, though. Now it does. Chance there for Michigan to gain the zone. Penalty winding down, 4 seconds, 2 minutes left in the period, 1-0 Wolverines. Luke Martin skating up the ice now through the neutral zone. Gives it to Brendan Warren, who's going to flip it down into the Husky zone. Huskies gain control, and Lucchini again trying to loses the puck. It's going to find its way back to the Huskies. Auk, number 12 now, carrying it up into the Michigan zone. Shot way high, up into the netting. Levine didn't have to worry about that one. 1:39 left in the first. Michigan 1, Huskies 0. Another 1 for 8 on the power play again. Hard to get anything going for the Wolverines.
Looked a little better than the last time, especially that first line with Kyle out there. Kyle had a great scoring chance by the down low at the net, but after that, Tech's big defensemen have been hitting them out, getting the puck out of the zone pretty effectively.
Face off the right side of Levine here. The puck's going to go back to Renke for the moment. Pass to the front. Rip shot wide by Auk. Liedenbach's going to carry it. Skirmish in the corner with James Sanchez, who's going to pick up a penalty for hooking. James Sanchez getting a penalty with 1:25 left in the first period. A careless hook over in the corner.
Michigan heading back to the kill here. We'll see how this works out for them.
You never like to see a penalty kill in the last 2 minutes of the period. Red Berenson with a very stern look on his face on the Jumbotron.
Michigan Tech with some early offense earlier in this period. They haven't done much since. We'll see if that's about to change.
Face off on the left side of Levine. Warren's going to win it, but it's going to go back to Renke, collected the blue line. Going to throw it off to the defensive partner, going to find its way to Smith. Back to Renke at the top of the key. Fires on net. Save Levine. Goes in the corner. Brendan Warren fighting hard. Gets it out with the diving effort. Max Short now in the chase. Brendan Warren has been working with so much effort this entire time. Huskies now gaining the puck in their own zone, trying to work it out. 1 minute left to play. As Steros comes back in on the outs, just loses the puck. DeJong with a great defensive play to keep it away. Steros collects it in the corner again. Come back up to Renke at the point, walks it over, gets it on the right wing for the Huskies. Back to Renke at the top of the key. Rinke going to circle around, keep it. He's going to shoot. Pass, actually, to cross. Couldn't get a clean one on it, was Smith. Watts, Hannah, the top of the feed back to Rinke with the blast. Just deflected wide. Batted puck. Not a high stick call. Great play by Saccone to get it out. Huskies going to get, Carroll came off his net to try and pass it. Just missed the stick of Heinonen. We have an icing. 20 seconds left in the first. Michigan with 55 seconds left on the James Sanchez hooking penalty.
Levine with a couple of big saves there. Reed Sturos was giving him some trouble in front of the net, but he got the job done.
Brendan Warren again with just a great effort, with a diving effort to get the puck out of the play. Had 2 Huskies on him. Face up now in the Husky zone is going to go to the Huskies. Heinenen's going to recircle back to his own key and work it behind the net to Lucchini. 10 seconds left and the Huskies fly up at the ice. Lucchini going to try and fire it in as they try to get something going. 5 seconds left. Slaker just trying to hold him in the corner, but they're going to fire it back to the Rinke with the shot, but deflected wide. End of the first period. Michigan 1, Michigan Tech 0. 35 seconds left on the penalty going to the next period. Strong effort by the Wolverines in the first half. Huskies out shooting them though, 8-6.
Yeah, Huskies have made a lot of both of their power plays. They've been getting some shots. I would say Michigan has some better quality shots though. Ended up with the goal as well. Michigan with the lead here.
It'll be interesting to see. 35 seconds left on the penalty coming back in. Michigan special teams. The defensive part of this played excellent so far. Hopefully get to see a little bit more out of the power play coming forward.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if they can put a power play goal in. 4 penalties already total in this game, so hopefully they'll get another shot.
This is WCBM. We're going to take a quick break for the intermission. We'll be right back with second period action. Michigan hockey versus Michigan Tech. just about to start here. WCBN, Michigan hockey taking on Michigan Tech. Michigan up 1-0 right now. Got a penalty kill to clear off, though. 35 seconds left in the James Sanchez hooking penalty. Willie Benjamin along with Danny Ryan. Willie, what did you like from the first period so far from the Wolverines? What do they need to improve on?
You know, I thought Michigan did a great job taking the point shots that they need, getting pucks to the net. I think one thing they need to focus on is getting more of those pucks to get to the net. Kyle with a great shot in the scoring chance, and on the goal, the young shot got into the net and we knocked in the rebound. That's a big thing. On top of that, I think that they need to get their speed working to get around some of these big hits that are getting laid on them by Tech's defensemen.
Michigan Tech playing very aggressive so far, but the speed of the Wolverines has paid off. Second period underway right here. Brendan Warren on the draw. Going to look it back. Walk is going to collect it for the Huskies and regain the Michigan zone on the left side. Dumps around, rips it around to the other side. And Roy's going to collect it and send it back down below the goal line. Saccone and DeJong fighting for the puck on the side, but it's going to get to Lucchini, who's going to get back to the point to Roy. Roy's going to get to Lucchini, who's going to get it past the blast. Levine with the pad save, deflected to the left side. Puck thrown in front of the net. Baltus with a wide open shot. Glove saved by Levine.
Great save by Levine there.
Baltus was all alone in the slot. No defenders on him, took his time, but Levine with the quick glove. 4 seconds left on the Michigan penalty kill. Faceoff's going to come on the left side of Levine here. The freshman standing tall once again. Neville on the draw, going to win back to Hayden with the shot. Blocker save. Levine fires the puck in front of the net again. Deflected away. Sanchez out of the box now, even strength. Puck goes to the neutral zone. Lockwood carrying it down off sides. Lockwood and Slaker had numbers coming down, but Slaker just getting a little too eager as Lockwood couldn't handle the puck.
Penalty's been killed for Michigan. Let's see if they can get some offense rolling, even strength here.
Face off with the left dot now in the neutral zone. Advantage Michigan on the side. Slaker going off against Neville. Slaker wins. Puck's going to get over to Boca, who's going to rip it around the net. Coming on the left side on the boards here. It's going to deflect down to the neutral zone. Race for it as Boca is going to just beat Heinonen. Great defensive play by Boca standing tall there. Heinonen had some speed. Kyle collects the ball now. Puck now on the left side. Lockwood going to carry it in. Flip to Slaker, who's got some time and space. Shot! Save! Kino rips the shot just through. Lockwood collects it on the right side. Kyle collects it on the right wing down low. Tries to play it to Lockwood, who got held up to Slaker actually, got held up by the referee. Tech puck, thrown it down on the right side the other way now. Piazza on the chase on the left side of the Michigan zone. Flips it back to DeJong. He's going to clear it out. Boca, I'm sorry. Puck deflects back to the Huskies. Bouncing puck around. Brendan Warren couldn't see it. Almost had a giveaway there going to the Huskies. Puck now in the top of the Husky zone with Roy. Roy's going to get to Lucchini now on the left side of the Michigan zone. Roy with the shot deflected by a few sticks. Sanchez corrals it and just going to throw it around the net where Nicholas Boca is off to a foot race to try and get it. Calderon actually beats him there. Calderon with the frass in front. Calderon, Sanchez got numbers. Saved by Carroll, thrown around. Lucchini the other way for the Huskies. Going to throw it just wide of the net. As Michigan is going to corral it and try and get it back net. Going to have it stolen by L'Esperance. L'Esperance throws it on net. Levine can't corral it. Puck behind the net. A lot of bodies flying around. Puck now on top of the net as Michigan Tech knocks it away and gets it back to the point. Baltus now collecting the puck, trying to throw it in front of the net. Can't corral in the corner as we got a skirmish on the right side of Levine. Fight now in the corner. Puck's going to pass out to the point. Throws it just wide. Puck down in the left corner of Levine. Huskies trying to gain control with a little momentum, but the puck's going to flip up to Sanchez, who's going to take his time flipping it into the neutral zone. Calderon tries to collect it one-handed. He gets it, fires the shot, scores! Tony Calderon's shot just trickles in. Michigan, 2 goals. 17-15 in the second period.
Carroll's going to wish he had that one back. Calderon gets it in and just throws it at the net so he can get off the ice for a change, and it just slips through.
Calderon had one hand on the puck. Just barely got it through it. It bounced around. I couldn't even keep
a big last shift.
A good shift comes down low. Calderon was 1-on-3 there, getting it in. Second goal for the season for Calderon as Huskies throw it back down to the Michigan end. Ciccone now is going to lose the puck to the Huskies. They're going to get it back to Auk, who can't handle it. It's going to come all the way back down to Caro in the Michigan net. Renke now collecting it on the left side. Throws it all the way down into the feet. It's going to get collected back by Short, who's going to throw it on net. Caro deflects it wide to his left side. Coming on down the wing now, left wing now for Huskies. Throwing it Levine. Levine with the save. Jackson now collecting it, getting it back to Roy at the point. Roy's going to throw it on net. Puck bouncing in front of Levine. Saved by Levine barely as Jackson couldn't get a stick on it. Evan Allen now collects it, trying to get it out. Jackson corrals it again. Shot's going to just go right back to Ciccone. Ciccone throws it in the neutral zone right at the face-off dot. Roy's going to collect it and throw it back down into the Michigan end. Ciccone ripping it around to Allen on the right wing. Allen trying to fight through. Stoppage in play here.
Michigan Tech came out with a head of steam on that shift, cycling the puck well and getting some good shots off on the front of the net. Levine's steering them away. Michigan's defense needs to do more to make sure they can break the puck out there.
It's looking like a high stick will be the call. The puck's going to be coming on the left side of Caro in the Michigan Tech zone. 13 shots for the Huskies. Actually, it's going to be a penalty. I apologize for that. Alex Smith, the freshman for the Huskies, is going to pick up a penalty. We got a power play for Michigan. 16-10 into the second period. Let's see if Michigan's power play can finally get something going. Puck's going to get back to DeJong, who's going to get a Piazza on the left side. Piazza back to DeJong. Back to Piazza at the top of the key. Going to hold it back to DeJong. Back to Piazza. Piazza's going to get down low. Oh, lost. Send it all the way back down for the Huskies, who's going to corral it as Levine. And Piazza's going to take it beyond the net. Piazza now carrying it back up for the Wolverines. Stop. Oh, spin move. That's going to careless pass. That's going to get stolen by the Huskies. As Gary is coming down the other way, one-on-one with Piazza. Piazza wins and deflects it away on the left wing. Puck's going to get thrown all the way back to the neutral zone by the Huskies as they're going to re-corral and try and kill some time. Huskies with the puck in the neutral zone. They finally ice it down as Will Lockwood corrals it in the corner for the Michigan offense. Puck now to Alex Kyle, captain, who's going to carry it up. He's got Slaker on his left. Drops it now to Danks. Danks going to fire it back around for Kyle, who can't catch up to it. Race for the puck now for Styros and Piazza. Styros wins and throws it all the way back down to Levine. 55 seconds left in the power play as Michigan collects it in their own zone. Piazza trying to get the puck out. Throws it up to Alex Kyle, who's going to get it to Calderon. Back to Warren at the top of the key. Warren with a nifty little dangle. Looking for Martin out the top of the key. That's Luke Martin. Luke Martin at the top of the key. Going to get it over one-timer, Evan Allen. Ripped wide, and it's going to wrap all the way back around into the Michigan zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Michigan once again not being able to get anything going. Luke Martin now collecting it behind the net. Gives it to Brendan Warren, who's going to skedaddle into the zone. Give it to Evan Allen, who's going to gain the line. Behind the net now, it's going to get thrown all the way around back into the Michigan zone as Levine's going to corral behind the net. 10 seconds left in the power play. It's looking like Michigan's going to go 1 for 9 on the season. Luke Martin carrying it up. In their new zone, Warren's going to get a tripping penalty right here. He collided with Baltus in the neutral zone trying to cut across. 1 second left on the power play, but it doesn't matter as Warren is going to go to the box for interference.
Definitely wasn't intentional there, but he did still take Baltus out of the play with that little collision. Unfortunately, that is still interference.
Legs getting tangled up there as he fell down. Completely interference. Puck's going to come back down on the blocker side of Levine. Michigan, nothing going on the power play again. Let's see if the penalty kill is a little better effort. 1 for 9 on the season for the power play for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they're having some struggles at this point, and from what I'm seeing, they're not doing a great job of making sure their point shots hit the net. They got these great backdoor chances set up above the faceoff circles, and then they shoot it wide and do the job of the defense by clearing it out of the zone for them.
Yeah, Evan Allen's shot sort of mile wide, actually went all the way back down the ice. Wolverines looking a little hesitant to shoot as well from the D side. You wonder if those early block shots for Michigan Tech could be hanging in the back of their mind.
I think it really is a little bit. Some of those big defensemen standing in front, blocking shots. At the same time, one of their goals came on a similar situation. I think they need to make sure that when they have that guy in front of the net, take the option on the shot.
4-on-4 hockey for all of 1 second. Nolan DeJong, Max Short, Cutler Martin, and Saccone for the Wolverines. Lost draw is going to get back to Hannah. Hannah's going to collect it at the blue line. Going to have it on the right blue line. He's going to throw it across left wing. Rescue with a wide open chance. Going to pass. Deflected away. Great block shot by Saccone. Wonderful chances. The Huskies had numbers. Huskies on the power play now. They're going to fire it. Oh, big pass in the slot. It's going to be deflected away by Cutler Martin. A shot from Renke from the top of the circle. From Hannah, excuse me. From the top of the left circle is going to get deflected away by a Husky player into the back of the stanchion.
A couple of big plays there for Michigan Tech. Michigan had some nice blocks, but they're giving some space to Michigan Tech's forwards here.
A lot of room to work with for the Huskies. Face off now on the left side of Levine. Puck's going to get back to Hannah at the top of the point on the left side of Levine. Top of the key, going to get to Renke. He can't shoot. Pass off across to Hannah. Hannah top key. Renke is going to shoot this time. Great save, Levine. Second effort goes just behind the net. Huskies now collecting on the right side. Win of the puck. You got 2-on-1 here. Slaker to Lockwood. Oh, Lockwood just couldn't handle it. The freshman speedsters for the Wolverines getting an opportunity as they'll get a change. Huskies corralled behind their own net. You got Hannah coming up the ice. He's going to give it to Heinonen, who's going to deflect it around nowhere. Boca is going to have some pressure on him and have to make a decision. He's going to flip it out. Great play by Hannah to keep the puck in. Hannah corrals it, skates a little bit along the blue line, gets it back to Renke at the top of the key. Renke to Hannah, back to Renke at the top of the key. They're trying to set up Renke with that key. Pass in the slot is blocked. Boca getting on one knee again. Renke, top of the key again. Him and Hannah crisscross. Renke's going to fire it through some traffic. Deflected out of the way. I don't think Levine could even see that one. Renke, now on the left side of Levine at the top of the point. Walking in a little bit. Throws one that's deflected again by Boca. Puck down now low. Styro's going to get it to Hannah at the top of the key. We're going to get to Smith. Puck thrown on net, save Levine. Smith again corralling it. Going to get it down low, trying to find Styros. Broken up by Michigan. Now it's going to get Heinonen. He's going to get some room, trying to feed the point. He's going to find Burks there. He's going to fire a shot over to Hannah. Deflected again. It's Boca. Boca with about 4 blocks on that. And the Michigan just kills off the penalty kill. 12 minutes left in the second period. Michigan with another great penalty kill led by Nicholas Boca. And now they're going to go on the power play. A hooking call coming up to the Huskies. That's going to be Jake Jackson with the hook. Unbelievable shift by the Minnesota Wild draft prospect, Nicholas Boca. I think he had about 4 block shots on that wedge.
Yeah, Michigan, a lot of block shots there, which is what they needed. Michigan Tech they were putting 2 guys in front of the net, screening Levine, so Levine couldn't see anything on those shots. They left one extra Michigan defender open in front of the net, and he was able to block a few of the point shots. That's really dangerous with 2 guys controlling the front of the goal.
Face off on the left side, Warren. He's going to win it back to Martin. Martin back to Allen on the point. Going to get to Martin at the top of the key. Martin walks it in, decides not to shoot. Allen down the left wing. Back to Martin at the top of the key. He's going to fire it across to the right wing to Pastrov. Pastrov gets down low, back to Pastrov. Martin from the top of the key. Deflected by Warren, but saved by Kiro. Martin's going to collect it now on the right wing. Calderon's going to get at the blue line. Staring down. Michigan trying to gain some composure. Martin at the top of the key to Allen. Trying to set up a shot to Luke Martin, it looks like. Martin now, top of the key, fakes the shot. Gonna get over the corner. Martin again to Allen. Throws down in front to Calderon. Back to Warren, shoots. Deflected. Puck bouncing around now in front of the Caro. Huskies can't get it out, but top of the key to Martin. Martin now walks it. Walks along the blue line. Looking for something. Evan Allen on the wing. Martin again's gonna get it to the wing. Corralled over there. Shot by Warren, couldn't get in. As the Huskies clear, and Martin goes the other way. Martin now gets it to Will Lockwood. The freshman carries the line. Great move along the blue line. Puck gets deflected and flipped to Alex Kyle. Alex Kyle gets it down behind the net to Will Lockwood. Playing below the goal line. Puck just gets out of the reach of Sam Piazza. Wolverines have to regain the neutral zone. Coming in with speed right now as Kyle had to lay off from the big hit, as Roy intimidates him and sends the puck back down the other way. 25 seconds left in the power play. Piazza regaining behind Levine as he carries it out the other way. Puck getting in the neutral zone here. Lockwood gets it down low as Slaker goes into chase behind the net. Danks is going to collect on the left wing. It's going to get it easily stolen. But Piazza's going to keep it in only momentarily, though, as Huskies have numbers 3 on 2 the other way. Stamen on the right wing, flips around front, scores! Stamen with a beautiful flip to Gillies in front of the net on the 2-on-1. 2-1, Huskies with the shorthanded goal.
Yeah, Michigan Tech really takes advantage. Piazza holds the puck in at the blue line, but it almost works against him because he's caught flat-footed as the 2 forwards take it in on a 2-on-1. Knock an easy one in. The Wolverines' power play woes continue. Not only are they 0 for 4 on the night, 1 for 10 on the season, they now have let up a shorthanded goal here.
Gillies just beating Alex Kyle back on the back check to put it in. 2-1. Penalty power play is now officially over as Jackson's out of the box and Levine's going to collect the puck behind his own net. Puck going around now to Martin. Cutler Martin now collects it and gives it to Stewart. Stewart now gaining the zone and getting it down low. Puck bouncing in front of the net, but no one can get it. Just careless puck bouncing around that almost slipped past Cairo. De Jong now at the blue line. Fires a shot that couldn't get tipped and just missed wide. Puck bouncing around Cairo now. He can't see it. Big skirmish in front of the net. Couldn't tell who had the puck. But Cairo came out on top. We're going to have a whistle.
A little scruffle in front of the net here. James Sanchez, I believe, ended up on top of Cairo. Cairo with the puck under his pad. Refs are finally breaking it up.
A little bit of action now as you see the Wolverines try and get some momentum coming back their way after the Huskies really took it to them for a little bit of that power play.
Yeah, the Huskies generated offense through the goal, but Michigan wasn't getting many quality scoring chances on the power play, which has continued to be a problem tonight so far this season.
They continue to be very passive. They're looking for the shot to set up, and they still can't find it. A lot of play at the point. You saw Luke Martin holding the puck for a lot of the time at the top of the key, but he couldn't find any way to give it to Evan Allen or pass to Joff to really get any form of offense.
It looks like they're looking for Evan Allen to maybe catch the Michigan Tech off guard and take a one-time shot from the top of the circle. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case. Michigan Tech's been defending well, and when those shots are taken, they have gone wide.
Evan Allen, it's interesting to see the Huskies defense kind of shift towards that as if they're playing into the Allen shot. Want to make sure they can block another one. Levine also, first goal given up in his young career. It'll be interesting to see how he responds. Couldn't do much on that one as the 2-on-1 was just flipped to the one-timer to Gillies. It'll be interesting to see how the freshman goalie does with his first deal of adversity. Face-off now on the right wing. It's going to be Brendan Warren on the draw. Second line of Warren, Calderon, and Sanchez has been very electric so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. Warren's going to win the draw back to DeYoung. He's going to fire in front of the net, but deflected into the right wing corner. Sanchez now in that same corner, battling with Warren, who's going to get the puck. Fire it to Calderon from the net, shot deflected. Back now in the right wing corner is Burks. Puck now gathered around as Calderon's going to get on the right wing side. Stolen by the Huskies. They're just going to play a little board play right now. A lot of grinding from this line. Puck bouncing around. Sanchez gets it in his glove, and he's going to carry it around to the left wing corner. Calderon gets it. He's walking around looking for... DeYoung was wide open and sliding down, but the puck was just deflected back out in the neutral zone. Saccone throws it back down around as Caro will carry it behind the net. Tries to throw it out, but it's deflected as Warren's going to get in front of the net. Jamming at it, but a good save by Caro. Puck down in front. DeJong keeps it at the top of the key. DeJong's going to fire it deflected wide as Evan Allen's going to corral it in the corner. Left wing side now as the Huskies start a breakout. It's Sturos who's going to get it up to Lendner. Lendner's going to fire one on Levine, who deflects it back into the corner. Dexter Danks now corrals it on the right wing side. Puck's going to get deflected in. Offsides warning now as Wolverines and Nolan DeJong have plenty of time to cover it. Now some pressure on him, and he doesn't know what to do. Flips it back up to Evan Allen, who's going to corral it. Wolverines back the other way. Max Stewart playing with it on the blue line, almost in offsides there, barely keeps it in. Heinonen now off the right wing side. For the Huskies, he's going to fire a shot deflected by Saccone. Wolverines now battling on the right side of Levine. Heinonen right behind the net. He's got Short on his back. Short's going to get it up to Danks, who's going to win the foot race. Danks is going to get it all the way down the right wing sides below the net. Puck now in the Husky zone, but not for long as Luke Martin can't keep it in. Wolverines regaining their own zone. Line change there as Slaker just couldn't get his stick on the ice as he got off the bench. Just misses the pass. Off icing call coming back down in the Husky zone. Wolverine zone.
Michigan getting a little bit going there. They were holding the puck in, got some solid offense. Caro's kind of mishandled the puck around his net a few times. See if anything comes of that later on.
Face off on the right side of Levine. 7:32 in the period. Draw's going to bounce around, the Huskies win. Immediately tied up by the Wolverines. The puck's going to come back as Ock with the drive, deflected. But Levine able to get a foot on it. Puck comes out in front of the net, but it's collected by Calderon, who's going to throw it, and it's going to get deflected out of play.
Great reactionary save by Levine there. He doesn't see much, and it's a tip from right in front. Gets the leg on it, gets it out of harm's way. That's the kind of save you don't see a lot of freshman goaltenders making.
Unbelievably reactionary there by Levine. The deflection from an own Michigan player slowed the puck down and gave it a little misdirection. Face off on the left wing dot in the neutral zone. Wolverines are going to win the puck back to Martin. Martin's going to get it across to Lohan. Lohan who's going to throw it. It's going to get tipped back into the Husky zone as Carroll collects it behind his net. He's going to give it up to Ock. He's going to fire it up to Watson. Puck now as Lucchini gains the Michigan zone, gaining on his backhand. Good shot, but he couldn't get it off. As Levine with the pad save. Puck now bouncing around in the Michigan zone. Puck fired out, trying to find Gillies again. Ock's going to collect it on the left blue line. Fires it down low. Slaker trying to gain it. He's going to have some time. Lockwood tries to set a pick for him. No call. Ock now gaining below the Michigan goal line. The defenseman joining up, looking for anything. Throws it in front. Couldn't get good one out as Will Lockwood collects it. Tries to throw it out into the neutral zone. He can't get it out. Slaker ends up having to one-hand it into the neutral zone. Right wing side is L'Esperance is going to carry it. Fires it way high. Wraps all the way down and back into the neutral zone. Burks now is going to throw it back into the right side. Levine in the corner. On the chase for the Wolverines is Poricos, the freshman. Loses the puck, is going to go back down to Jackson for the Huskies. Jackson now dancing around. He's going to get to the top of the key and find Burks. Burks fires it across to Watson with the blast. Another deflection by the Wolverines over to the corner. Wolverines get it out in the neutral zone. Poricos again on the chase of Burks, who clears it all the way down to Lohan. Lohan's going to fire it all the way back down the ice. No icing call, it got a tip. Watson now collecting it below his own goal line. Draining is going. Stamen coming down the ice for the Huskies, gets it deflected as it goes into the corner and all the way back around to the right side of Levine at the blue line. Puck now to Smith, collected by Piazza on the deflection. Piazza get it up to Barricos, who's going to have it deflected, and L'Esperance is coming back the other way. Piazza, great defensive play, but a shot on net, saved by Levine. 5:12 in the second period. The Huskies with all the momentum right now, I'd say, Wedge.
Yeah, Michigan is not able to get anything going through the neutral zone. Lots of neutral zone turnovers. A lot of the Huskies taking those back in and able to set up an offensive zone there. This last play with L'Esperance getting a little shot that got held is actually pretty rare recently because they've been taking it in, cycling it around, and getting better shots on net.
Finally a break in the action as we can catch our breath. Hannah now at the top of the point is going to fire a shot over the head of Levine. Calderon's going to have to go against Roy in the corner. A full scrum behind the net of Levine. 3 Wolverines, 2 Huskies as they keep pushing on the right side. Levine in the corner. No movement on the puck as Calderon is working in there with Warren trying to get the puck. Scratch that. Piazza, not Calderon. Piazza now gaining it but loses it for a second as the Huskies regain, and now we're back to a skirmish. Calderon almost got the puck, but he lost his footing and can't get out of the zone. Finally, the puck's in the neutral zone with more fighting along the corner. Sanchez now throws it back behind his own net as Boca corrals it and throws it up to Warren on the left wing side. Warren now collecting it. 2 Huskies on him, getting absolutely hounded. He loses the puck. Pass out in front to Neville. LaVille just couldn't put away. Great save by Levine. Great defense. Warren now carrying the zone off sides. His fake shot was enough to freeze Boca. Boca going off sides.
As well, great opportunity on the back door there, and Levine shuts him down again. Levine's been great this period so far. Michigan is not giving him a lot of help. Tech out shooting Michigan now 22-14. Levine has been keeping him in here this period.
Levine, the freshman, absolutely standing on his head right now. The most interesting part, too, prime scoring opportunities, too. All these shots coming from right in the slot, right in front of them. They have been able to block a few, but the ones they haven't have been able to set up prime scoring chances for the Huskies.
Not only are they just in the slot, but these are screen shots, tip shots, and shots off a pass with a quick release. The hardest shots to save for any goalie.
A lot of one-timers, that's how the goal came on. Great passing so far and being able to carry the zone by the Huskies. 4:17 in the 7th, 2-1 Wolverines, WCBN. Max Schuert's on the draw, right outside the Huskies' blue line on the left side. Schuert going up against Lucchini. Allen's going to get it back to Ciccone, who's going to fire it down in as the Wolverines go chasing. Schuert on the left wing side is going around. Back up to the right wing side as Ballstick's going to get in and take a ferocious hit from Evan Allen. Ballstick doesn't seem to like that one. DeJong's going to get it and fire it back into the zone. Puck now behind the net as Ock is going to carry it around and five Renke. Renke's going to fire it back up, just missing the stick of Baltus. Hayden Levine's going to throw it back into the neutral zone. Baltus corrals it. Lucchini now at the point, fires it down low right behind Levine. Ciccone and Gillies battle up against the boards. The puck's going to come back to Ock, who's got time and room at the top of the key in the slot. Ock shot, save Levine again. Puck's going to come back out on the top of the key for Renke. Renke down to Ock down low. Ock fires one in front that just goes between the legs of Baltus. Wolverines scourging right now. They can't find anything. Short now is going to gain it in the neutral zone. Fire it to Danks, who can't corral it. Trying to fight off Renke in the Husky zone. Can't get anything. Huskies back the other way. Puck going up now. It's Martin. Martin back to keep it in his own Wolverine zone, trying to find anything. Throws it to Slaker, who's going to deflect it in behind Caro. Caro with two big hits below the goal line for the Wolverines, but it goes nothing showing as the puck's coming back blown by their own goal line. Martin Lockwood now in the chase for the puck on the right side. Levine. Puck goes all the way back down to Burks on the left deep corner. Fires it in front of the net. Great stick on it was Slaker. Slaker gets it around low, gets it up to the corner, gets it to Kyle. Kyle now to Luke Martin, who's going to carry the zone for the Wolverines. Easy deflection down low, trying to gain some pressure for the Wolverines. Back to Sam Piazza at center. Piazza now to Pastajoff. Pastajoff gets it into the line, but gets tangled up with the ref and can't seem to get it going. Huskies back the other way with Heinonen. Heinenen's going to throw it around where it's going to get corralled by Boca. Boca now trying to get it up to Pastajoff and Cutler Martin, who's going to carry it into the zone and deflect it down low on the left wing side. 1:48 to play. Puck going around to Boca at the right D side. Cuts down the right wing to Poricos. Poricos holding it, but not for too long as it's stripped away by Hanna. Hanna now trying to get up the other way. Flips it down in the corner for Boca. Behind the net of Levine. Puck's bouncing in front. No one can seem to get it. Nothing going for the Huskies. Pastajoff now carrying it out of the zone and just at center ice. Stemmen now collecting it back. Trying to find anything going. Roy now handling it. Over to Hanna for the Huskies. L'Esperance carries it in. Tries to carry it through 5 Michigan defenders and it's not going. Trying to get the puck to Brendan Warren now is Calderon. Calderon getting Howden gets the ball puck to Sam Piazza, who's going to fire it all the way down to Caro. 1 minute left in the period, 2-1 Wolverines. Puck now coming on the left wing side as DeJong carries it into his own zone. DeJong around the neck to Ciccone. Siccone's going to fire it all the way around, trying to find James Sanchez in the left wing. Trying to get the puck out, Sanchez does. Races the puck, Ciccone can't beat it. Ock beats him to it. Going to DeJong now to Sanchez on the left wing side of the neutral zone. Sanchez carries the puck in himself. delicately flips it down into the left wing corner and goes after it. Warren chasing. Calderon to the front, couldn't handle it. Huskies coming back the other way. We got Gary and Baltus coming down. Baltus fires a pass across to Auk that misses his stick. Puck on the right side, Levine in the corner, 13 seconds to play as Calderon will just try and eat some clock on the boards. 8 seconds now, puck now moving. Puck now moving to the front. Shot for Auk at the point, he's just going to decide to flip it to his teammate Smith. Bouncing puck around, no chance for the Huskies for anything. 2-1 into the second period. Michigan still on top, but the Huskies showing some bark in this period.
Yeah, that period belongs to Michigan Tech.
23 shots for the Huskies in the game, 14 for the Wolverines. Huskies almost doubling them up on shots this period.
Yeah, Michigan's having a really hard time breaking it out. A lot of that's due to this forwards presence. Michigan Tech forwards are coming back and playing hard on the wings trying to break it out. It's been working so far.
15 shots in that period for the Huskies. 14 in the entire game for the Michigan Wolverines. Levine standing strong so far. This has been your second period intermission from WCBN. We'll be right back with third period action for the Michigan Wolverines men's ice hockey team. hockey, back at it for the third period. 2-1 Wolverines after we were just treated to a halftime entertainment show by Marty Turco, Brendan Morrison, and Mike Legg.
Unbelievable halftime show. Taking shots, throwing them under the little slot from all the way across the ice. Michigan's honoring the 1996 team that won the national championship tonight. 20 years since then. It's great to have them all back in town.
All a little showboaty too. Legg trying to replicate his famous Michigan goal where he cradled it behind the net.
And you know what? It worked.
It worked.
He picked it up on a stick and threw it across the ice, and it went in.
Probably the loudest I've heard this stadium all day, and it's still been pretty loud.
Oh yeah. Crowd's always great here. Student section at Yost, one of the best in the country.
WCBN, I'm Danny Ryan, joined alongside Willie the Wedge Benjamin here for your third period action. Wolverines up 2-1, but looking a little shaky as of late. We'll hope they can pick it up in the third period and not force Hayden Levine to make as many big saves as he's had.
They really need to get the puck in the zone a little more, play some offense.
Opening draw, Slaker wins it. It's going to get back to DeYoung. DeYoung corralling, he's going to throw it cross ice to Lockwood, who's going to get stolen away by Neville. Lockwood and Neville jostle along the blue line, and it's going to get to Lockwood. He's going to carry it in the zone. He's going to fire a weak shot. He was tripped up a little bit, no call. Puck behind the net now. It's going to find its way to Ciccone, who's going to get it to Slaker, who's going to fire the way back around the net to Lockwood. Right wing side, Lockwood now working in the corner with Slaker. Slaker to the right D to Ciccone. Ciccone throws it on net, but blocked by the Huskies. Neville. Slaker's going to tip it back in. Huskies are going to regain their own zone with Warren chasing. Brendan Warren now collecting the puck. Puck's going to come back along down for Roy. Roy's going to fire it back up. Baltas couldn't hang on to it. Piazza's going to fire back into the neutral zone. Right wing side, Danks chasing after it. Him and Roy battle, and Danks wins it, gets it down low. Loses it. Lucchini picks it back up. Baltas taking it back up. Boca stepped up on him as Short corrals it. Left wing side in the Michigan zone. Fires it to Danks. Down to the Huskies zone, right wing. Danks working down low against the Huskies. Getting Short as some backup. Right wing side, Short, Danks, and now Boca. All three at the D. Puck's going back out. Baltas has got Boca beat. Danks chasing him. Baltas 2-on-1, fires it. Good deflection by Sam Piazza for the cross-ice pass. Out of play.
Piazza comes up big with the stick work there in front of the net. Make sure that pass doesn't get across to the back door for a pretty easy tap-in goal.
Face-off now is going to come on the right side of Levine here, blocker side. Passage off on the draw with Stemmen. Advantage Stemmen. Renke's collecting the blue line. Pass to Ock! Fires it on net! Deflected. Levine barely saved that one. Almost trickled right through the legs.
Yeah, must have hit something just beyond his pad. He held in there and he got it for the freeze. Didn't see that off the shot. Great shot there from the point by the Huskies.
Face off same side now. Stemmen wins another one. Renke replicates it. Blocked this time. Ock shot blocked by Piazza. Fires a second shot to Levine. Flips through and Sanchez gains it on the left wing side. Neutral zone now as they fire it down low into the Husky zone. Renke's now collecting it. He's going to fire back up in the neutral zone as Lohan gets it. Flex it to center ice to Ock. Ock now on the right wing side. Comes around, fires one in front. No one there to pick it up. As Calderon is coming down the other way. Calderon is going to have his move blocked. Stamen's going to get it and give it up to L'Esperance. L'Esperance carrying it on the right side of his goalie. Behind net now for Ock. Ock spins it back and corrals it. Finds Sevinger, who's going to lose it. Ciccone. DeYoung now corrals it at the top of the key. Fires it on net. Pushed away by Caro. Behind the net now. Lockwood gets it up to Ciccone for a blast. Over the net. Throws on net. Again, Caro saves it. Not much going on there.
Pretty bad angle shot there. Caro covers it up pretty easily. Michigan is getting a couple shots though. Missed one wide over the net, but maybe this will get their offense sparked enough so they can get something going in the offensive zone.
I'd like to see the Wolverines apply the pressure now. They've been sitting back for the last 10 minutes or so. 17-26 in the third period. Jake Slaker on the draw on the left wing side. Slaker's going to win it back to Ciccone. Plus to Dijon. Couldn't get all the wood on it. Deflected back to Dijon. Another one that's deflected very high. Out of play. Jean got two great chances, but he couldn't get any good wood on it. The last one deflected out of play.
Huskies forward still doing a great job of blocking the puck. Really, the Huskies in general, their defensive system has been blocking a ton of Michigan shots today, making sure they can't get onto Kara.
Face off left wing side at the dot. Short gets tangled up, but he's going to get it to Danks. Danks back to DeYoung. DeYoung tries to get it down low, but it's deflected away by Reed Staros. Short's now collecting at center ice, going to get it to Kyle. Kyle's going to throw it down low as Carroll plays it behind his own net. Burks goes to collect it. Short deflects it, and a big hit by Danks on Burks. Danks then throws a backhand into Carroll's chest. Frees the play, but Danks just absolutely destroying Dane Burks right there.
Danks with a big hit, gets the puck in front of the net. Unfortunately, the Huskies closed in on him a little quick before he could get anything more than a little backhand off. A shot's a shot, though, and that's a lot more than they were doing last period.
Burks is a big guy, too, 6'3". It's hard to get him to go down. Face off, left wing side again. Puck's going to go down below the goal line. Cutler, Martin, and Pasterjoff on the chase. Martin almost got it back out front, but it's deflected on the left wing side, and Huskies gaining the other way. Chris Leibinger gets it over to Hanna off sides as Boca gives him a little extracurricular after the play.
Yep, got away with it that time. Definitely offsides, though. The Huskies actually looked like they're coming in the zone, kind of a 3-on-2 with the Michigan defender caught a little behind, and then ended up going offside, so the rush is killed. Could have made something of that, though.
Roy had some choice words for Boca after that. Boca could be seen clearly smiling through his bubble. Face off right outside the Michigan zone now as Pasterjoff wins it forward, and it's sent back in, but deflected by the ref, and Pasterjoff's going to collect it, and the Wolverines are gaining into the Husky zone. Pasterjoff loses the puck. Boca again going after people as Piazza carries it back right above the Michigan blue line. Pass goes to Cutler Martin, who sends it into Caro. He's going to play it back to his defense behind the net. Puck gained now into the neutral zone. Baltus and Lucchini. Lucchini got a step on Lohan, but Lohan gets the stick and deflects it behind the net. Calderon now collecting it behind the Michigan net. Tries to get it up to Pasterjoff, but loses it to Gillies. Baltus fighting with Boca along the corner. Coming in now then. Calderon colliding with Auk, trying to get the puck out for the Wolverines. Pasterjoff's got it. Almost a 2-on-1. Pasterjoff coming in, right wing side, shot. Glove save, Caro.
Pasterjoff there, comes in. Looks like it could be a 2-on-1. Takes a great shot. Caro just flashes the glove and catches the low puck.
Pasterjoff coming down with Warren. Warren thought they had a 2-on-1. Didn't know the Huskies just made a change and had a forechecker right on his back hip, really negating any chance for a pass there.
That was definitely the smartest option there. Good save by Caro. Good shot, though, at the same time.
Face off right wing side. Jake Slaker is going to get it back to Martin with the drive. It's going to be blocked by Jackson. Second shaft is going to go wide. Warren now collecting it. Gets it over to Lockwood. Lockwood's got the puck. Carrying it around. Gets upended, and the puck goes out of the zone. Children of Yost want a call, and they'll get one. Warren now throws around deep. Upcoming penalty to the Huskies. They'll tap the puck, and we'll have a Wolverines power play coming up at 15:33 in the third period.
The Wolverines' 5th power play of the night now. They are 0 for 4 and have really struggled to get anything going offensively. Actually let up a shorthanded goal in the next one. On the last one.
Huskies have great chances, almost more than the Wolverines, as Dylan Steinman picks up the interference call. Great play by Lockwood to keep his feet moving there as he went down. Really sold it a little bit. Face off at the left dot outside of Caro. Slaker on the draw. Slaker gets kicked out. Or what it looked like. Slaker's been very hot in the draw today. I believe he's won his last 3. He's going to not have a chance here as he gets kicked out in favor of Danks by the referee. Dexter Danks will be on the draw now against Michael Neville of the Huskies. Danks, Slaken, Kyle, Piazza, and Lockwood. Lockwood now going to play the puck in the corner. He's going to get tangled up. 3 Wolverines, 3 Huskies jostling for position on the left wing side. Puck finally comes out. Kyle tries to grab it, and he can't. Neville coming back the other way. He's got Sterlos on that, fires a shot wide. It's going to wrap all the way around. Danks is going to crowd, and him and Lockwood are going the other way. Danks now collecting in the right wing corner. Throws it back, tries to throw it back to Kyle at the point, deflected by Sterlos. Back in the right wing corner now, Wolverines fires it back out from Piazza, got time and space. Throws it on net.
stretched out low on the ice.
Slaker's been Johnny on the spot all day today. As that puck actually hit Will Lockwood again, as it did on the first goal, and deflected right into him into a wide open net. And he goes very softly, I might add, bar down. 3-1 Wolverines, 14:56 to play. Michigan power play goal by Jake Slaker. Second of the game for the former Big Ten First Star of the Week. Puck coming back down now to behind the net, played by Caro. Wolverines in the chase again. Huskies now breaking out of the zone here. Liebenger tries to get around. Fires around the net. He's going to carry it. Backdoor pass, goal! Unbelievable answer by the Huskies. Liebenger with an absolute beauty behind the back pass. Levine did not have a chance. And Alex Smith, the freshman, puts it home. Phenomenal answer by the Huskies. 3-2, 14:30 into the third.
Yeah, the Huskies come back and answer quickly. That's all you can ask for after you gotten scored on. Big play there. Nice little behind the back pass. Throws it up. He was actually on the other side, it looked like, of the net and was able to get it backdoor from behind the net for a little tap in. No
Ciccone went after Liebenger and took the wrong angle and left open a wide Alex Smith, who got the backhand pass and pulled the Huskies within one. Huskies now gain the zone again as Roy fires a shot from the red line. Hayden Levine on the save, gets it back behind his net to Martin. He finds Calderon on the wing, flips it out of the zone. Gary's going to regain it and get it back to Roy. Roy fires it back down, no icing. Lohan gains it behind the Michigan zone, Michigan net. Lohan having some trouble. Liebenger again. Liebenger tries to fire out in front. Auk too. Puck's going to get stolen by Pasajov. Sanchez corrals the bouncing puck and sends it back into the Michigan zone. Both teams will change. Luke Martin now behind them, having some trouble with it, can't get it out. Off-angle shot by Lucchini that is stiffed away by Levine. Lockwood now coming the other way across center ice, carrying it down, finds Boca. Boca, weak shot into the corner, saved by Caro. Boca now and Liebenger. Boca now fighting with Mitch Renke, who's going to send it all the way down to try and find Baltist on the opposite point. Piazza stands him up. Michigan gains the puck in the zone. Loses it though, as Gillies slides to get the puck out of the reach of Jake Slaker. Puck now in the Michigan zone. Sam Piazza trying to carry it. Steinman on the chase, actually steals the puck from him. Coming back, Watson at the point now with the puck. Finds Lesperance, who can't get a handle on it and whiffs. Maricos now with the puck, trying to get out of the Michigan zone. Gets it to Sam Piazza. Sam Piazza trying to get to Jake Slaker. Can't get it. This is the Huskies defense, holds it up. Puck finally going back down the Husky zone. 12:48 to play. Huskies with the puck in their own zone, breaking out with all the momentum. Jackson now carrying the line for the Huskies on the left wing side. Circles around the net, now he's on the other. Throw it across to Watson at the point, shot wide. Kyles now collects it on the opposite side. Tries to throw it to Short at center ice, who can't get it. Huskies back the other way with Lesperance. Lesperance with Ciccone on him. Ciccone with a great steal. Short coming down the right wing side in the neutral zone. Flips it up, beautiful pass to Kyle. Jackson just caught up to it. Kyle gets a shot off, saved by Caro. DeJong falls, loses his edge. 2-on-1 Huskies the other way. Lesperance, Steinman, Lesperance shot, saved by Levine. Levine with the big save on Lesperance. Puck goes out of play. Freshman standing tall. Lesperance had all the time and space there. Fires the slapper. Levine with the blocker.
Levine standing in there, keeping Michigan ahead in this game. It actually turned into a 3-on-1 at the end. Lesperance elects for the shot. Levine says no.
Without a stoppage of play in a while. Forgot what your voice sounded like, Willie. Face off on the right side. Levine now, the freshman, has performed admirably today, facing 30 shots. Shot from the point, deflected by Nolan DeJong. Dexter Danks now collecting it. Tries to get it over to Short, but it's going to get deflected down to Roy in the Husky zone. Throws it to center ice now, almost a pass for Gary. Just misses it. Kevin Lohan now fires across ice left wing side to Tony Calderon. Tony Calderon gaining the zone. Offsides call as Pasajov was just a stride ahead.
The Huskies really coming in hard these last couple shifts. They're trying to get back. They're working their best to tie this game, and their offense has been formidable. Levine is what's keeping Michigan in it at this point. The Huskies are keeping Michigan on their heels, though. Michigan needs to work their best, get something going. control the neutral zone a bit, or else this could be a long 10 minutes.
Michigan came out hot at the beginning of the period, but has cooled off since. It's been all Huskies ever since that first goal. The perfect answer for him, too, with that great pass again by Lieberger to Smith. The fourth line for the Huskies of Lieberger, Smith, and Gary has been putting the pressure on. Also, the third D pairing of Auk and Renke has been flying for the Huskies. Auk has been up in every play and is trying to get momentum going.
Renke, the freshman from Stillwater, has had some fantastic shots on the net here. Stillwater having some great shots on the net. Levine's turned them aside, but those shots get dangerous, especially late in the game. A little rebound, a goalie not seeing a puck. Point shots can be deadly.
Worth noting the wedge is from Edina, Minnesota, former state championship goaltender. 11:38 in the period now, as the Huskies gain the puck behind their own net. It's that third pairing again of Auk and Renke. They get it up to L'Esperance, who's going to give it to Gillies. Gillies now with the puck on the right wing side. Shot, pass through, deflected by Luke Martin. Luke Martin up to Sanchez now, is going to get it all the way down the right wing side behind Caro. Sanchez on the chase, gets upended by Renke as the puck's bouncing around, finds its way back to Sanchez at the top of the key. Sanchez now gets it to Boca. Boca playing a little bit of offense right now behind the net, throws it in front. Caro stiffs it away to Auk. Auk facing a tough forecheck from Calderon, who steals the puck back. Calderon's going to find it, get it over to pass Joe Penn. Pass right out in front. Couldn't handle it, and neither could Luke Martin at the point. Wolverines have to regain as Boca carries the puck back in. Bit of technical difficulties there, but it looks like we're back. Or maybe we're not. Huskies coming back the other way. Watson's going to fire it in on Levine. Levine with a little trouble with it. Carelessly plays it in front of the net. And the Huskies tie it up 3-3. Reed Stiros on the spot there as Levine passed it right to him in an inadvertent play.
Stiros just puts one in front of the net. Got the guy to the net first and we're able to knock the puck sitting there in. Tie game here. Michigan really needs to get something going because it's been all Huskies since that Michigan goal.
You were waiting for the freshman to make a mistake to see if it would happen. Watson throws a careless pass on net. He tries to get his defenseman, but ends up passing it right to the stick of Stiros. 10:31 in the third. We've got a tie game, folks. 3-3. The Huskies on the comeback trail. Wolverines trying to follow up an answer, changing up the lines a little bit. Max Schubert, Alex Kyle, and Cutler Martin. An upperclassman line for once. Puck's going to deflect all the way back down behind Levine. As DeJong's going to try and throw it up to the wing to Kyle, who can't corral it. Puck's bouncing around here now in front of the net. Kyle corrals it, circles back in his own zone, and carries in mid-ice. Throws it over to the other side, Saccone on the right wing side. Saccone now coming around, warping around, Kyle, pass in front. Cutler Martin just shoots it wide. Short now with the behind-the-back pass that's broken up. Short gets it back at center ice, throws it to Kyle, right wing side, who gains his own. Kyle now trying to work down on the right wing side. Pass back to put back to Saccone. Shot deflected. Heinonen coming back the other way. Beautiful dangle around DeJong. Barely misses the net. Heinonen, the leading goal scorer on this team from last year, with a beautiful dangle on DeJong, but just shot it wide of Levine. Roy now collecting it back in the Husky zone for the Huskies. We apologize for any technical difficulties here. And we're back. Jackson now left wing side carrying it in for the Huskies. Behind the net now deflected. Luke Martin now gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez gets it out of the zone. Smith tries to throw it back in, blocked by Pastajoff into the neutral zone. Skirmish now in front of both benches. Whistle is blown. Stoppage in play.
A little scruffle going on right near the red line. A Husky ends up on the ground. It's a Roy, big defenseman. Pastajov's there. Pastajov actually blocked a pass there and had the ability to take it up to the front of the net. Didn't see where it was though. Ended up with a whistle. Red line.
Lively puck today on the Yost Ice Arena today. A good a good puck on anybody's stick. Also, it's kind of hard to figure out who has the puck from an announcer standpoint.
It is. The puck's been all over the place. So many blocked shots. Two of Michigan's goals have come from shots that get blocked, hit a couple bodies, and then they poke one in.
Both of those deflections on that goal calling off Will Lockwood, who's been circling from the net. Michigan been getting the bounces, very fortuitous. You have to wonder, they don't get those, it's all Huskies from this point.
That's true. Michigan Tech has been dominant offensively, holding Michigan in their zone and really forcing them to make a breakout, make a move through the neutral zone. Michigan's been struggling, turning it over at the red line often, really having a hard time getting it past their blue line and out of their own defensive zone. That's going to need to change in the last 9 minutes here if Michigan wants to get the win.
The Huskies defense stepping up big on them early and often when the Wolverines try to gain the offensive zone, ending up having to dunk the puck and not being able to control it as well.
The Huskies forwards have been unbelievable defensively and unbelievable when they don't have the puck in the defensive zone. They've been great at making sure that Michigan's forwards have a hard time moving the puck to the centerman on the breakout.
8:55, face-off center ice. Jake Slaker tries to win it. Lucchini ends up getting there first and sending it all the way down. Slaker recals it into the defensive zone, throws it out to center ice. Auk now collecting it, tries to get it down low, but a big hit by Will Lockwood. Brendan Warren now gaining the zone, throws it in front, just misses the stick of Jake Slaker. Luke Martin holds it in and throws it back down low, where Slaker's going to get it, looking for the hat trick. Will Lockwood tries to cut back, loses a footing, but somehow doesn't lose the puck. Kevin Lohan now gains the puck, throws it back to Martin at the net. Can't get it. Lockwood now again, gaining it below the net. Tries to throw it again to Slaker, and he can't get it. Puck's going to pass out in front of the Michigan bench. Luke Martin corrals it, circles around, fires to Will Lockwood, who turns it back and returns to Luke Martin again. Luke Martin now giving it to Kevin Lohan across the ice, who finds Lockwood again, but just misses the stick of him. Lockwood able to recal, but almost gets lit up at the blue line and has to abandon the puck. Lockwood throwing it back down. Gets it to Short. Short just going to dump it all the way back down to Caro. He's going to collect it behind his own cage. Huskies trying to get it out. Boca with a good pinch there to step up. Keep the puck in. Looking for a shot. Give it to someone in front of the net. Wolverines were in the midst of a change. Puck gets lost behind the net and Caro ends up covering it. 7:39 stoppage in play. Face-off coming on the left dot.
Boca with a big play there, able to move the puck into the scoring position, keep it in the offensive zone. Just kind of lost it, went behind the net, and threw one up into Caro's pads. Caro was able to cover it and get the stoppage.
Boca, known as a defensive defenseman, has been up in the rush a few times this year. Something you think Red Berenson, letting the dog off the leash, lets he can play. Puck now collected by the Huskies behind their own net. Skirmish again in the corner is going to end up getting flicked all the way back down, as Sam Piazza is going to have to meet Levine at the net and get the puck. Huskies with the change here. Puck's going to find its way to Kyle, who's going to throw it all the way back down to Caro. Caro's going to get out on the side to his defenseman in the corner. Get all the way up to Stiros, the goal scorer who tied it up. 3-3, 7:10 to play. Michigan Tech. Sacconi's going to get the puck behind Levine, carry it out, get up to Stewart, trying to find Danks, just missed him. Huskies collect the puck, trying to come the other way. Stiros collects it in front of the Michigan bench. Kyle just lost his footing going after Stiros, almost put him in the bench. Hanna now trying to collect it on the left side of Levine. Circles around the net. Ends up getting it to Sacconi. Sacconi's going to flip it up to Danks, who tries to get it out of the zone. Just misses the stick of passage off, and it's flipped back to Sacconi at the Michigan blue line. Sacconi's just going to fire it in on Curl, looking for a bouncing puck. Caro didn't have a chance to play it and ends up having to freeze it.
Yeah, bouncing puck actually kind of got the job done. They don't go in very often. Every once in a while you'll see one bounce through. But you know, Caro has to hold on to it. Now offensive zone face-off for Michigan puts him in a spot to get something set up right off the bat.
Better than the dump and chase they've been doing so far, just throwing it and let Caro corral it. Right-hand side now the face-off. It's going to get back to Sacconi on the blue line. Sacconi's going to fire it down low. Going to get it back to Calderon on the top of the circle, loses it to Baltus. Baltus now coming back the other way, 3-on-3. Baltus trying to go around DeJong. DeJong, great defensive play to keep him in between him and the net. Gillies now trying to collect it, but ends up being passage off, who beats him on the puck. Gillies muscles passage off out the puck. Right on the left side, Levine throws it to Baltus behind the net. Works its way into the corner now as Calderon Works it back up to the point. Shot just wide of Levine. Auk's now collecting on the left side. Levine. Auk with the little dangle that's going to get great defense by DeJong, but the puck's still bouncing in front of the net. DeJong corrals it and just decides that he's had enough of it and ices it down the other way. 5:48 in the third period left to play. 3-3 Michigan Tech.
Tech controlling the puck in Michigan zones there for a while. DeJong gets the puck on his stick and just throws it out of the zone. They may not get a line change. They get a little bit of rest, though, and hopefully start fresh here.
Faceoff is going to eventually be on the left side of Levine. But we're going to have to wait as we have a little bit of a timeout right now.
I believe that's Michigan that called the timeout.
Michigan calling timeout as Red Berenson wants to get some rest for the forwards.
Get a little spark going. Like we said before, DeJong and this group had been on the ice for a while when he iced it. This will give them a little bit of extra rest. Hopefully they can get probably trying to get the offense fired up a bit, see if they can get some more movement into the zone and maybe score off the rush. Something they haven't really had thus far this game.
It looks like this is much of a breather for the Michigan players. They're still on the ice. Brett and the assistants not doing much talking right now. But they are going with their new top line of Warren, Lockwood, and Slaker. Warren's been playing excellent with the kids.
Slaker, two goals tonight, 2 points last week, and a goal and assist. He's been doing great thus far this year.
Hard to say Warren is older than the kids when Jake Slaker is younger than him. Face off, left side of Levine. Tied back up as Martin's going to fire it all the way down to Lockwood, who's got room. He can skate down, gain the zone. Great move on the defense. Slides down. Lost his footing. Lockwood had a full head of steam. Finally getting to see that freshman speed as he had time and space. Dipped through both Huskies defenders. Puck now in the Michigan zone, corralled by Michigan as Lohan gets it and tries to get up to Lockwood again. Couldn't get a hand on it as it's gonna be icing and coming all the way back down into the Michigan zone.
Lockwood with a great break there. It just seemed by the time he got to the net, he was almost going too fast to be able to know what to do. Tripped up a little bit, lost an edge. Got the puck on net, but it wasn't the shot he was looking for. Great play regardless.
Too fast for my words, some would say. Face off now on the left-hand side of Levine again. Puck's going to get one to Martin again, who's going to throw it all the way around. Roy pinching this time, not giving Lockwood anything. Lohan's going to corral it, just get it out of the zone, but Smith's there to corral the puck. Lohan and Lockwood do some tag team work to get the puck back down into the Husky zone. Right wing side now, it's going to be Liebringer with that beautiful pass in the tying goal, who's going to deflect it into the offhand corner. Puck fired from Gary in front of the net, nothing going. It's going to deflect back out to center ice for Auk. Auk now back to Renke. Renke down their right wing side and flips it into the cross corner dump. Boca there, he's going to flip it up to Kyle, who can't corral it, but the puck finds its way out of the zone anyways. Kyle going to steal it, but he can't go into the zone as Stewart was still offsides. Puck now comes to Boca with a man on him, flips it to the Michigan blue line to Kyle. Stoppage in play. Offsides on the Huskies.
Looked like it was Steros.
Steros got a stick on it before Neville and Hayden could get out of the zone. 4:27 left to play. Still a tied game, 3-3. We got to see what will break next, Wedge. Who do you think it'll be?
I think that Michigan's actually been looking solid off the rust recently. It looks like if they get some of their young guys breaking away with speed, that's just what they need here. The question is, are they going to be able to get that break? Outside of that, though, the Huskies have been dominant in their offensive zone, holding the puck in, taking dangerous shots, screening Levine well. Levine's playing really well up until this point. That third goal was one he'd like to have back, but he stood tall the rest of the night.
Yes, Levine facing 32 shots today. The freshman gave up 3, the first 3 of his career, but for the majority of the night has been solid, and I would say looked better than Caro. Minus that one mistake on the Smith goal, Levine has looked all right. Pass job for the face-off right outside the Michigan zone at the dot. Right in front of the penalty box. Pass job tangled up with Neville. Gonna end up winning it to Calderon, who's got Danks 2-on-2. Calderon right wing side tries to get it to Danks, who can't corral. Throws in front of the net. Puck bouncing around. Piazza couldn't get a stick on it. Puck still bouncing as the Huskies finally clear it. as Boca's going to corral it in his own zone and fire across ice to Piazza. Piazza now on the left wing side, throwing it. Hits Danks in the feet. Fortuitous bounce again as it flicks all the way into the left wing corner. Danks throws a big body into Burks once again. Those two collide yet again. Huskies flip the puck out to DeJong at center. High stick is the call on the Wolverines. Puck's going to come on the left-hand side of Levine. A few stoppages in play now.
There we go. Danks has really been throwing his body around out here tonight. A couple of big hits, getting something going down in the zone, bringing some of that hitting that they need, some of that grit that will help them play with the big Huskies defensemen. And the Huskies' defensive presence in general, which tends to be hit first, ask questions later.
Danks, the big body from British Columbia, not afraid to throw it around. Two big hits there right now. And Burks, as I mentioned again, 6'3". The face-off moved after a linesman discussion to right outside the Husky zone. The puck's going to go back now into the Husky zone as Hannah's going to corral it. Get it over to Roy. Roy trying to throw it up to Gillies, who can't corral, but he's got it in the Michigan zone. Throws down front, pass. Beautiful save by Levine on Baltus.
Levine comes all the way across the crease and shuts Baltus down. Great scoring chance, but Levine gave him nothing.
Bolton looking to the heavens after that one, wishing he could have one back. Levine looking to the heavens for a different reason. Barely keeps it in between his legs. Great save again by the freshman.
Fantastic save. Once again, as a freshman goaltender coming in and making multiple of these backdoor quick passing saves. Really impressive from the young freshman goaltender tonight.
This third line for the Huskies, Baltus, Lucci, and Gillies has been phenomenal. Face-off right side, Levine. Lucci wasn't ready for the face-off. He's got his arms in the air. Slaker with the easiest face-off win of his life, but he's going to have to redo it.
Don't really know what was going on there.
He just
Lucchini gave the ref a nice little pat on the belly, thanking him for blowing the whistle and bringing it back. Going, try number 2 this time. Let's see what happens.
Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the time before. Lucchini now going against Slaker, right-hand side of Levine. Part 2. This time it's going to go back to the corner, and Cicconi's going to get it. Going to get it up to Lockwood. Looking cross ice for Warren, couldn't get it. DeJong's going to have to regain in the Michigan zone. Pass deflected by Baltus as Levine decides to play it to Cicconi in the corner. Slaker now behind the net to DeJong, to Cicconi in the corner. Fires it up to the point, kept in by the Huskies. But not for long as it just deflects out of Roy, and we'll get an offsides call. Roy thought he kept it in with his feet and tried to go back in, but the linesman said, no, sir.
Roy's questioning the play a little bit. Michigan with the line change here. Slaker leaving the ice.
That's been their line today, that first line of Slaker, Warren, and Lockwood.
Wouldn't be surprised if they got the fourth.
Slaker gets his third. Puck now is going to be Ferenki firing it back in around the boards into the Michigan zone. Lohan fighting around the corner on the right side of Levine. Back around to the other side now as Sanchez gets the puck out. Wolverines can't seem to get the puck out of the zone. Puck bouncing again. Lohan on the left wing side there. Lohan's going to give it to Short. Fires across ice to Kyle, who's just going to wrap it around. And Short and Renke are going to meet in the corner. Left wing corner now. Puck's going to be flipped out to L'Esperance. He's going to fire it to Jackson, who can't corral it. Lohan's going to beat him with the puck. And he's going to tip it to Sanchez, who's going to send it all the way down. Auk now corralling it in the Tech corner on the right wing. Firing it up. Lieberger again with the play, but they're going to send it all the way back down to the Husky zone. 2:26 left to play in the third. 3-3, Tech, Michigan. Piazza with the puck behind the net. Going to try and corral. Tries to pass one out, but he got his stick lifted. Luckily, the puck goes back in the corner, and Boca can corral it. Can't get it out, though, as the puck's going to go behind Levine at net, and Piazza's going to pick it back up and get it to Cutler Martin, who's going to get it out of zone. Cutler Martin tripped up, couldn't really get anything going, and the Huskies back the other way. Liebringer, Smith, and Gary again out there putting the pressure on the Wolverines. Puck now for Boca behind the net. He's going to throw it over to Calderon on the wing. Calderon getting it up to Martin. Martin tries to get back to Calderon, but he can't get him. Puck now in the right wing corner. Martin tried to get out in front, but he couldn't get it. Liebringer now back the other way. He's got Hannah, the defenseman, joining the rush. Right wing side now, pass across to Gillies. Beautiful pass across. Stick saved by Levine, but we got a penalty coming up to the Wolverines. Big skirmish in front of the net, too.
Levine comes across there and picks it up with his stick. tic-tac-toe passing play stopped by the freshman goaltender. A Husky player goes in hard after the play, runs into the goalie. Penalty at some point. Big save by Levine, though.
Looks like Tony Calderon's going to be going for a hooking call.
Wolverines going to be short-handed here the rest of this third period with 1:30 left. The kill's been perfect so far tonight. Let's hope they can keep it that way.
It was Gilly, Hanna, and Neville on the play for the Huskies with the beautiful tic-tac-toe pass. Tony Calderon's going to go to the box. There's only 1:30 left in the game, but he'll have 2 minutes left on his penalty, barring any goal by the Huskies. Michigan Tech with a 1-minute timeout to try and draw something up. Faceoff's going to be on the left-hand side of Levine.
Michigan Tech's power play already tonight has shown. The last power play, they were putting two guys in front of Levine, screening him. He wasn't seeing anything, and trying to take point shot after point shot after point shot. The penalty kill here for Michigan is really going to come down to, can you clear out of space so Levine can see the puck, or are you going to block those shots?
Look for Mark Ock on the point for the Huskies coming up here right now. They have been trying to feed him at the top of the key this entire night. Shots have been blocked, some have gotten through, some have gone wide. They've been looking to feed him this entire time.
Him and Recchi both have had some very great shots from the point, some dangerous shots. Levine's been in the right position, blocked a lot of them. This is going to be a big test for the freshman goaltender with 1:30 left, and for the Michigan penalty kill unit.
For the Michigan penalty kill unit, that will be Brendan Warren, Max Short, Nolan DeJong, and Joseph Ciccone. They will be meeting the Huskies on the left-hand side of Hayden Levine. Puck's going to get one back now to Hanna on the right-hand side. Fires it across to Renke again. Renke's going to get to Hanna. Right wing side for the Huskies. Trying to go in. Great defensive play by Max Short. Puck going back down the other way. 1:16 left to play as the Wolverines try and kill the penalty off. Huskies coming back down the other way. Hanna corralling the puck. Let's see if he takes it in the zone himself. Rips it around the corner as Hainenen's going to get it. Pushed off the puck by Ciccone and fires it back down the ice. Wolverines with 2 early clears trying to eat up that clock as best they can. Short now steals the puck. Gets it to... Will Lockwood! Will Lockwood scores on the penalty kill. Shorthanded goal. Wolverines take the lead 4-3. 51.9 left in the third. Wow!
Lockwood with the goal. 51 seconds left, and Michigan is up by 1 goal. Couldn't ask for more from the penalty kill there. Just wanted to see if they could hold out. And he'd score a huge goal here tonight.
Max Short picked the defenseman's pocket and ended up throwing it right on the front of the net. Will Lockwood, Johnny on the spot, goes on one knee and snipes sitting in the top right corner.
You should hear this place right now.
You should have seen Lockwood in Short's face after that too. Will Lockwood, the pride of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, puts the Wolverines up. 42 seconds left to play. Huskies on the attack. They're going to get back to Roy with the shot way too high. Field goal's good. Shot not. Puck out of play. Phenomenal play by Max Short across that penalty kill. And give it to Ciccone right here in the Michigan zone. Pushing Esperance off the puck and sending it all the way back down just to kill some time instead of rush.
Those early clearances by Michigan came up huge here. If they don't get those clearances, that led to the scoring chance.
Face off left side, Levine, we got a tie-up. Puck's going to come back to Roy at the point. Throwing it across to Ock. Mark Ock with the puck. Throws it into traffic to Baltus. Knocked away. Will Lockwood throws it all the way down. Empty net for the Huskies right now, worth noting. Lockwood's clear was not good. No icing for the Wolverines as well because they're on the kill. Lucchini now carrying on the left-hand side. Wolverines throwing it down the ice. Just 8 seconds left for the Wolverines. Roy tries to get up the ice. Finds Lucchini on the left-hand side. Ciccone trying to corral him in the corner. Eats some clock. Wolverines are going to work victorious. 4-3 victory over the Michigan Tech Huskies.
Huge win by the Wolverines, and it was the young guys that came up big in the end.
The freshman class for Michigan, Lockwood, Slaker, Levine, end up being the catalyst sophomore, able to get it down. Part of the reason that Michigan is going to emerge victorious from today. Final score from Yost Ice Arena, Michigan 4, Michigan Tech 3. Michigan picks up their third win of the season, pardon my French. But there it is, Michigan 4, Michigan Tech 3, WCBN, coverage of the game, signing off. This is Danny Ryan alongside Willie Benjamin. Thanks for joining us. Go Wolverines!